Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Let's talk about leadership qualities. A good leader is consistent. Consistency is good leadership. To be a consistent person as opposed to an inconsistent person. To show up every day and be the same motherfucker that you were yesterday. To always be the same person. That's being consistent with who you are. Not everybody is consistent with who they are. We have various personas. Freud talks about this. Classical psychology. You may have a couple different personas that you flip-flop between during the course of your week or even the course of your day. As leaders, it's good to be the same person. To always show the same version of yourself. A strong version. A lot of us can get wrapped up in our dramas and reveal our weaknesses, drag people with us on our little journey of anxiety and outrage and fear, and we go through our emotional roller coaster ride. A good leader is a consistent leader, and that person is consistently calm. They have a calmness to them that is infectious. You become calm around a calm leader. You could be having a very anxiety-filled, frazzled day, and you get around a strong, calm leader, and they will, their energy alone will bleed into you. You'll take it on. You'll start to mirror their calmness. What felt so upsetting maybe doesn't even feel so upsetting anymore. A calm leader feels safe. There's a certain level of strength in calmness. And that's the overall quality I think that a good leader has is strength. Strength can be defined in many different ways, not just physical strength. A lot of physically strong people are weak mentally. It's good to have both. Be a good, well-rounded person. Be a triple threat. Physically strong, mentally strong, smart. Until you become dangerous. Those types of people are incredibly dangerous. Be dangerous. A dangerous leader is a strong leader, but you want to be calm, not drag people through your emotional roller coaster rides. You may have them. I'm not saying don't have them. Ideally, we'd never have drama in our lives, but that might be a boring life. We have dramas. But a good leader isn't going to dump all that shit on everybody. One, because it's a level of venting that's not fair to do to others. You're not trying to put more load onto people or to make people more anxious than they already are. A good leader recognizes this. We want the best performance out of somebody, so I'm not going to try to fuck your mindset up, because then your performance is not going to be the best. When a good leader can show that they themselves are surviving well, whatever that means to you. We all have different ideas of what surviving well means. We know what surviving terribly means. We can all kind of identify that: starving, being dirty, having no house. You know, we know what it's like to not survive well. But whatever surviving well means to you, surviving well to me might mean something different than to you. But whatever it means to you, survive well. A good leader survives well and doesn't drag people through their dramas and anxieties and fears of what bill needs to be paid. Everybody has bills that need to be paid. I may not know where the money's coming from next month, but a good leader isn't going to dump those problems on their subordinates or on their friends, on their team, on their family. To be a consistent leader, you want to be able to be grateful and to always have this sense of gratefulness, that you're grateful for life, and that's the outlook that you have, is gratefulness, not bitterness, not you owe me. Other people may have that, and anytime that comes into your scene, into your realm, you can squash it down with gratefulness. And you live your life feeling grateful. Life becomes more joyous for yourself. That joyousness also infects others. They become more joyful. They also become more grateful. And they'll be more grateful for you. When you're grateful for everything, people become grateful for what you do for them, for what you offer them. A lot of people feel like that, and I know what this feels like. Oh God, I was engaged to a woman, I did everything for her. She left me on the altar, and I was, for years, was like that ungrateful bitch. We can feel like we do everything for people. And not get anything in return. Now some people will use you, and you want to be able to identify those and get rid of the people that are using you, but a leader is an overachiever. A leader is a giver. A leader is grateful for those that are on their team and realizes the value of those people and is always willing to reward people on their team. The leader knows that their role requires to go above and beyond. I got to do more than everybody else. That's always going to be the case. Without me, everything falls apart. And when you realize that, you don't become resentful or bitter because people aren't carrying as much of a load as you. You're grateful. A good leader is consistently loving. And even if you're not feeling loving, you still are able to figure out a way to dole some out to people. You know, you may have had a bad day, a really shitty day. It was just a hard fucking day. But you still have to be there for your kid, for your son. Say you got a 10-year-old son. You got to put that bad day behind you. Put it aside. And man up and be calm, be strong, be loving, be grateful, be good at your survival, be good at all these qualities to be able to help raise that kid so they don't fall apart, so they don't go crazy. You have a duty to the others around you. You know, you don't want to feed drama. You don't want to feed it. Gossip, don't listen to it. Don't engage in it. It makes you look weak when you talk about others behind their backs. I mean, it makes you look untrustworthy, but a good leader only talks good about people and takes action. When people aren't living up to their standards, living up to what they're supposed to do, a good leader doesn't have to go around the office and badmouth them. It takes action. That action can be swift, and it can be silent, and it can be in a calm way. So don't feed the drama. Live a drama-free life. There could be drama around you, but your life isn't full of drama. This is like how you're able to be in a battlefield and still be calm. A true warrior could be in a battlefield with bombs going off, to be in the bunker and still be completely calm. So don't feed the drama. Above all, to be a consistent person means you have to have a certain level of emotional control. Stoicism is a good practice with controlling emotion. It's a slight detachment. So a good leader is always slightly detached, but not so much to where they're robotic or uncaring. And it's the exact opposite. They're very caring. A good leader really cares, because they're not caught up with the bullshit drama of life. A good leader is looking at the bigger picture. A good leader who's consistent is consistently pushing an ideology. To stay true to your beliefs. Let your beliefs rule you. Nothing gets past. That's your fence, your barrier. That's the filter that everything goes through, is your beliefs. Be all about what you believe. And be consistent with it. Don't be jumping on new shit next year. You want to evolve, but that evolution is, it's you growing. You're not smashing down what was before to rebuild anew. You're not going to rebuild yourself anew every year. You grow every year. Consistency is stability, and we have a duty to be stable people for ourselves. The more stable you are, the more successful you'll be. To live a volatile, wild life, there's a real good chance that you're not going to see the success that you want. Mentally, financially. Stability is how we build families. Stability is how we build wealth. Stability is how we allow our demons to calm down and subside so we can become in control of our minds. It's hard to get in control of your mind when you're living an inconsistent lifestyle, when you're being an inconsistent person. Let consistency dominate your thoughts. How can I be more consistent in my diet, my habits, my schedule, my persona, my emotions, my strength? It's all food for thought. Thanks for watching.